morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT Crypto episode, the last of the week. Remember, I'm not here tomorrow because I am moving. I've got moving day tomorrow and we're still getting everything organised just now. Literally the papers have just been sorted out with the lawyers today. So we're getting everything sorted for that. So I won't be here tomorrow and I won't be in the kind of groups over the weekend. I've got a kind of something else I've got to do as well. Over the weekend, so I won't be in all weekend, but I'll try and get on my phone and just catch up with what's happening in the markets as well. So hopefully I should be back on Monday, but today's the last day, so we'll make it a good one today. So if you're in the house just now, if you're watching just now, just leave a comment just to say hi. Even if you've not done it before, don't be shy, just kind of leave a comment as well. And if you can go down to that like button, hit the like button just now as well, that'd be fantastic. Today we'll be going over the markets just as usual and looking at a couple of news stories, chatting with you, looking at a couple of charts. And I want to give you one tip, especially in light of everything that's kind of happened over the last couple of days with the alts market just now, with everything kind of shooting up by 100%, 200%, not everything, but a few of them. And a lot of people try and jump in on these coins that have shot up thinking, well, if it comes back down by 50%, it should go back up. So I'm going to show you one tip that could save you thousands of dollars or kind of make you thousands of dollars as well. So first of all, I'll just make sure we are live. Have a sip of coffee first. Are we live? We are live. We've got a couple of people watching. So we'll just jump over to the chat area just now. So we have Mervyn Skidmore is in the house. Welcome to you. Dennis van der Hayden is in. Put my glasses on here. IoT Financial, Gordy Boy Scotland is in. Shea Ngov is in. Debbie Clayton's back with us. Rob Fiddler is in. Saying good luck for tomorrow. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Olo Bramblebert is in. Andreas. Gordy Boy Scotland saying good luck with a move. Yep, thank you for that. Gino Dow, happy moving. Steve has some BTT news. I don't have any BTT news. I've not seen it. Dennis van der Hayden. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it says should sell Bitmax and buy Phantom. I can't tell you that, obviously. Cookie is in. And Nikki Sheldrake is back with us. Good to see you here. Crypto Dread is in as well. Can't wait to hear this great news. What have I put something in the kind of trading tip to save you thousands? Buying BTC anonymously. Right, so I thought I'd put news, something about news there. Did you see the video from Sunny yesterday? I didn't see the video from Sunny yesterday. So let me know what that's all about. I can check out after this. So obviously something with that as well. Okay, so first of all we'll go to the markets. What's happening in the markets just now? I was kind of looking at Manitha there. And okay, so overall market capitalization is up by $1 billion from yesterday, $142.5 billion. We've got Bitcoin dominance going down slightly to 50.3%. Bitcoin is up a self-aggregated price of 4,069. And we'll just have a look at the top players. Decentraland, that's actually gone up. It looks to be on fake news. Mana, it looks to be as if it's jumped up on fake news, but it's up 35% just now. Ravencoin has gone back up again. Tezos has jumped. Factum has jumped up as well. Aeon has jumped up as well. Nulls, Walton Chain, Basic Attention, GX Chain as well. So what's the percentage of it in the green? It's just a rough percentage. Oh, quite good. We've got 70% in the green and 30% in the red. Repo is down 28%. ABBC coin down 5%. KuCoin shares down slightly as well. Still a good opportunity. Digibyte, BitShares, Crypto.com. That's the CRO. That's the gas for it, or essentially the kind of gas. And Zilliqa. So not down by much. So the markets overall is looking good, but the markets are kind of calming down now, which is good. It's good to see that. There was a bit kind of exuberance there, and we made some money from it, which was good. But we know we can't have that all the time, and people just jump in blindly as well and get overexcited. So we'll look at the overall markets. Of the 2,132 coins, up by 3 from yesterday. We'll just look at volume over 10k. Go to X that. X that as well. And we'll go to who is kind of riding high. CoTrader is up 158% on 386,000 volume. And that's doing really well, CoTrader actually. and it's still on a market cap of 3 million. I think it was under a million a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was 7 days. It's up 613% over 7 days with good volume as well. XMCT, I haven't seen that in a while. Used to trade that as well on some of the markets, up 75%. Bodhi is up 81% on 10,000 volume. What else has done good volume? Jury Online token. That's up 54%. Huobi is up 62% on 24,000 volume. Just looking at that data exchange. So market cap of 2 million. Our coin, market cap of 13,000. It's up 62% on 14,000 volume. So the actual volume is outstripping its market cap. Crazy times. Okay, so that's the overall markets just now. Let's go back to chat, see who else is in. G-Slick is in, XRP Han is in. Good morning to you, Richard Cooper, Stephen King. Good morning to you, Benton Taylor. Saying EOS is the future. Next Myth, some good websites I know about, highlights how much wash trading is going on. Yeah, I know there is a lot of wash trading going on, just to kind of bump up the figures for kind of trading volume. It's sad, but it's definitely true. Nick, if you could share them, that would be brilliant, mate. Marcus Jafari, good morning to you. High Point Shifter, Tim Gash is in, good morning to you. Gino Dell from BitTorrent, real mobile app called BeLive for live streaming. Ah, right, okay, yeah. The BTT news, I seen that yesterday. It didn't really affect the price that much. BitTorrent, yep. Crush the likes, saying Gene, thank you very much. Axel is in, good morning to you. Have you looked into the cost exchange? What are your thoughts? Looked at it briefly and it looks good. I like all the exchanges, or the exchanges that have got kind of good UX, the user experience and the kind of UIs. So I've got good, and they could be prolonged for the future. They could be good for the future as well. Not just these ones that are popping up just for the sake of another exchange. There's hundreds of exchanges out there. So how do you know which ones are going to last? Obviously, you've got Binance, you've got Huobi, that's going to last as well. It looks like KuCoin is going to last as well. And there's a Bittrex, obviously, is going to last as well. Bittrex has not got its own coin though, but they've got another Bitstack that's coming out. For the Pan-Asian community, that's got its own coin, and that's the one that was you were getting free tokens, but they stopped doing that early. They stopped doing it early because there was some kind of FUD that was going about. So they stopped doing that as well. So yeah, there's loads of exchanges, but cost looks good as well. Right, we'll just look at the markets just now. And before I go on to show you something that could save you thousands of dollars or make you thousands of dollars. It's with regards to these kind of coins that are pumping just now. But just look at the BTC price, look at BLX, and this is the aggregated price, 4,039, so it's gone up just in the last while. Oh, you can't do that on here, I keep forgetting. BTC USD, we'll go to Bitstamp, and we'll go to the hourly. Yep, so that's kind of same 4,004 there. But with the BLX price saying 4,039, still a buy to me, Bitcoin at the moment. It's still above the 50 EMA, and it's kind of bouncing off the 50 EMA when it does come down. So the next bounce would be 3,865, bouncing off that to keep it above that. And if it bounces off the 70 EMA and starts bouncing off that, that's a good sign as well. So it's still looking okay, but still very precarious for Bitcoin, because you know what it's like, it can just fall at any time at all. But the good thing is we're above that 50 EMA, which we have been since the 19th of February. So we're just consolidating here just now. That's what's happening here just now. We'll look at some of the other kind of big guns. ETH BTC, what's happening with Ethereum. Get rid of that. Ethereum's been coming down, but it looks as if it's kind of stabilizing again as well. I think Ethereum's going to do well for the short term and longer term as well. I think it's everybody's forgotten about it, which is a good thing for us as traders. Everybody's forgotten about it. A lot of people are saying Ethereum's dead. It's blah blah. EOS is taking over. Cardano's going to take over. Tron's going to take over. It's not dead. It's not dead. So just be wary of that as well. When everybody's not talking about it, when everybody seems to have forgotten about it, and everybody's saying it's all dead, that's the time to start looking at it and just say, okay, what are they up to? What are they doing just now? And maybe start buying in as well and accumulating for the future. We'll just have a look at the ETH USD value. We've got Coinbase, $137. We've got a low of $82, and obviously we know. Look at the weekly for the high. We know what the high was, $1,367. And this is on the weekly. So if we go to the weekly as well, and we kind of put a trend line in here. Put a wee triangle on the weekly, just a wee one. And we'll go here. So we've got an ascending triangle on the weekly for Ethereum to break out round about May, and we could get a breakout here and going up past the $200-ish for Ethereum. But that's on the weekly, and we're talking over the next couple of months. But Ethereum's looking good to me. Ethereum's definitely looking good. And that's, imagine that, getting in Ethereum. December 2016, getting in for $7 for Ethereum. Even at these prices just now, that'd still be 20x if you'd held on. If you kind of didn't sell when it was up at 1,300. That's just crazy to think about that. So that's Ethereum. We'll just look at some of the others. We'll look at EOS. What's happening with EOS? BTC. A lot of people are into EOS just now. It's going up and up and up, which is good. So it's at 105,000 Satoshi just now. It's kind of got that cup and handle, that infamous kind of cup and handle got there, coming back down, then kind of probably shooting back up. That's what's happening just now with EOS. Looking to kind of make moves on kind of close to its all-time high as well, up to about double from here, 100% from here. So a lot of people are into EOS. I'm still not into it. Still not into it. I still like Cardano better, but I've not done a deep dive on EOS. But I'm not saying it's a bad one. I'm not saying it's a bad one at all. I'm just not. I don't know what it is. But I like kind of Cardano as well. And we'll have a look at Cardano. Adel, what's happening? What's happening? Still on up, 1621 just now. So that's going to be a really good one for long term as well. In my opinion, obviously do your own research. Look at XRP. What's going on with XRP? Still not moved. Cannot believe XRP is not moving. I'm still along these kind of 7,598 now. It seems to be going down and down and down. But it's a time for me, I'm just accumulating. And what I'm thinking with XRP is just adoption. Adoption, adoption, adoption. The more people that are going to be using it, the more institutions are going to be using it. Eventually it's really going to kick in and take off, and by that time it's going to be too late for everybody, because the train is already going to be left. But me accumulating and other people accumulating just now, and they're thinking mass adoption. That's what I think we need to be thinking about here with the XRP, mass adoption. Even though it's got billions of coins out there, it's not going to matter. It's not going to make any difference. Even though it's got a market capitalization which is really high just now, it's not going to make any difference. It's about mass adoption. It's about people using it and institutions using it, and that's why I'm so bullish on XRP. And I know a lot of people aren't and they hate it, but I'm still bullish on it. Okay, we'll go back to chat, and then we'll go back to what could save you thousands and make you thousands of dollars. Crypto Knowledge Alliance is in the house. James, one of our brown admins, welcome to you. Good to see you here. I finally managed to tune in this week. Hope everyone is well. Good to see you, buddy. Mark Innes, good to see you as well, mate. The boss just left. Is that your wife or your work boss? Gino Dow, ADA almost to 7 cents. I'm over 100% in profit. Excellent. Excellent. That's really good, Gino. Okay, I'm going to show you something just now. So if we kind of look at one of the coins is Moond. This is happening. In fact, we'll look at Mana just now. Mana, I think that's actually Moond on fake news. I really think that's Moond on fake news. I think it was kind of touted that Mana has been listed on Upbit, but it's been listed on Upbit for months, I think. So it's actually fake news or something like that. There's a news story going around, but it's old news. So this is why I jumped. So a lot of people kind of would look at this and think, oh shit, Mana's jumped up. What I'm going to do, I need to get into it. It's jumped up and they start to kind of think about FOMOing in, and then they see it retracing all the way back here, thinking, right, this is a good time to get in. It's retraced like 20%, 30%, good time to get in. But when you see something like this, now is not the time to get in. There is something you can do to kind of negate you FOMOing in and just kind of look at this from a different perspective. And I've not checked this, what I'm going to show you. I've not checked it with Mana. I've just picked it because it's just jumped up just now. So there's a couple of things we can do here. One of them, you see me using the fib retracement tool. I use it in a different way from most people, to be honest. I use the fib retracement tool from the bottom up instead of the top down. So I'm going to go for the crossover. So when I'm talking about the crossover, I'm talking about the 7 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA. I'm going to go from there and I'm going to go to the tip of where this has been, Mana. Okay, so you can see it came down. It went through the first level at 38%. It's not really 38%, well, that's for another time. Went through the first level at 38%, so you wouldn't buy in there because it's gone down below that. And then it's kind of gone and touched the kind of second and third level is 61%. 61% is a good time to buy in. Looking at a retracement, when you see it shot up and then it comes back down, 61% is always a good time to kind of look to see and buy in. So that's using the fib retracement tool. I'll show you another couple on the fib retracement tool as well. What ones jumped up? EVX. EVX Bitcoin. We know that kind of jumped up big time. So there's two levels here. You can see the first level kind of jumped up, came back down, jumped up, came back down again. So we're at another stage here as well. So what we'll do it on the first kind of jump up. And we'll use the fib retracement tool from the bottom up, from the crossover. Crossover, going to look at here. And we can see here round about the 61% level again. What was it off? It was 15,645 and the 61% level was 14,800. So you'd kind of look at that and say, okay, now is the time to start kind of looking at buying. It's gone through the 50% level. And this is from the bottom up, not from the top down. There'll be a different story from the top down. So this is just one of the ways I use the fib retracement tool. A lot of people don't, but this is one of the ways I use it. And there's usually a bounce off the 61% level. Not quite here. It went through the 50% and nearly kind of got to 61% and bounced again. And we can see there's a big bounce up there from about 16,000 up to 42,000. So you would have got another 150% on that had you kind of looked at this. So what you would do on this, you'd see it going past the 50%, not quite getting to the 61.8%, and then seeing it going back up. And this is the time you would get back in. You say, okay, this is not getting to 61%. I'm going to get back in here, around about 17,000. So you could do it there. So that's the fib retracement. You can do that on almost any of them, and almost all of them you will see a jump or a retracement back to the 61% level from the bottom up, not from the top down, which is where a lot of people use the fib retracement. Another one, I just want to show you another one to kind of illustrate what others kind of jumped up. OEX. OEX jumped up big time. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm just wanting to show you kind of from here. This is on the hourly. We'll use the fib retracement from the crossover, and we'll go to this one first of all because there was two waves of it. Two waves. So this is from the crossover. So it came down to 38% on the hourly, Didn't quite get to 50%, so we thought, and looking at 38%, you can see it's touched it perfectly on the close, and it started going back up again from here. So there's kind of two waves from here. But if we extend that and go up to the tip there, we can see EVX has come down to the 61% level. It's not quite got to 78%, so it looks as if it's going to go back up and over the 61%. So now for EVX might be a good time, not EVX, Open ANX might be a good time to buy. It's starting to go back up to that 61%, 61.8% level. So now could be a good time to buy Open ANX again with a tight stop loss if you're going to do it. Okay, so what else can you do? That's one of the ways, using the fib retracement tool. Another way is to use the 15-minute chart. So if you look on the daily for Open ANX, it might not work on this because it's only a couple of days old. If you look on the daily, the crossover happened on the daily around about the 9th of March. So we kind of called it here, and this is when I called it when it went up around about the 3,400 level. So I called in the premium group for a longer term kind of hold for this, and it shot up 251% from here, but you'd have to hold it for a couple of weeks. Plus, you'd have to hold your nerve as it was going up as well. Once you made 100%, you'd probably think, oh, I need to get out here. So you probably have to hold your nerve. But what else you can do is look at the 15-minute chart. And again, I've not tested this, but if we look at 15 minutes, we can see this is shot up here and then kind of come down. Round about, this was yesterday, around about 10 o'clock. And it kind of come down, come down, come down, come down. Now, with the 15-minute chart, and we've seen this on the fib retracement tool as well, now is the time to get back into Open ANX because the 15-minute, the 70 EMA is going to cross over the 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So you go to a much shorter time frame. When you see something has kind of skyrocketed and you're thinking about foaming in, look at the 15-minute chart before you do it, or the fib retracement tool. We'll look at another one. We'll look at EVX, that's kind of another recent one, as we said. And we'll look at the same thing. So, kind of shot up here, we said it kind of done in waves. Shot up here, it was coming back down, you see it coming back down. It crosses down over the 50 EMA, back up over, kind of down. And this is about the point you would get in. It's 16,955. Again, using the fib retracement tool, said exactly the same thing. You get in a 15-minute on the crossover, let's say 17,000. And then you could get in for another 150% before it crossed back down over. So that's how you can save yourself thousands of dollars or make thousands of dollars once a coin has spiked. I'm just going to see one that's spiked just now. There's not one that's kind of really spiked big just now, but Mana has spiked big just now. So on the 15-minute chart, because it's still in the throes of kind of going up, I wouldn't touch this just now. I wouldn't be looking to get into Mana at all just now. We can see here what's happening with this on the 70 EMA on the 15-minute. It's using the 70 EMA as resistance just now. That's not really a good sign because it means it could go down from here. Now look at it on the hourly as well. So you just wouldn't get in at all. You wouldn't get in at all here. And it could be using this as support. So the next kind of level you might want to get in is 1654. It goes down to that. But I wouldn't be looking at this at all just now. I would be waiting on this settling down until the mania kind of stops. So I hope that was useful. I'm just trying to think of another one that kind of jumped up. What was the other ones that jumped up in the last couple of days? Over 100%. What are the ones that's... When BTS, OEX kind of jumped up. VIB, Vibrate, VIB BTC. That kind of jumped up big time as well. So we can look at it from that point of view. So this is on the hourly. So look on the 15-minute chart and show you exactly what I mean. So this kind of jumped up and you might have missed the kind of top. around about 1500, came back down. So you look at the 50-minute chart saying, oh, it's crossed down over. I'm not going to do anything till it crosses back up over. So you'd have got back in here in 963 and could have made 26% there. And what you can either do a couple of things here. You can wait on it going up and thinking, okay, I just want to make 20%. If you've got a figure in your mind, that's good. If you just want to make 20%, you could have got out 1185 or something. Or you could say, okay, I'm just going to wait till this crosses back down over the 50 minutes. So you just wait on this crossing, the 70 EMA crossing back down over the 50 EMA, and that's when you get out. And it could be at the same level as you got in, but at least you're not losing any money. But if you want to get out 20%, but this could go much, much higher. So you stay in it until the 50-minute goes down again over the 50 EMA. Or if you get in using the 50-minute, you can get out using the 5-minute. So you wait in the 5-minute chart going down, the 70 EMA crossing down over the 50 EMA. So you could do it that way as well. And you can use the 5-minute chart to get in on a position as well. So you could have gone at 919, made 31%, an extra 2-3%. So it just depends on your trading style. But use a much, much shorter time frame. When you've seen a coin spike all the way up by 100% and it's coming down and you're wondering where to get in, look at a much, much shorter time frame for the chart on when to get in. That's going to tell you much more than any others. We can see here on the mana chart, it kind of spiked, it kind of crossed over around about here, 756. It went up 102%, came down at 1262, crossed down over on the 5-minute chart, down, 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 crossed back up here, could have made 30%, out again, and it looks as if it's going to cross down over. But this could just kind of turn up again and just go back up the way. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. If you're a premium member, I can explain this more as well and do a couple of videos on this. If you're a premium member, if you want to kind of know that. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people were FOMOing in on the ones that can shot up big time. Even if they've gone up 200%, they're saying, okay, what's a good level to get back in? Thing is, never get into a coin or something that's kind of shot up by 200% already. You just want to leave it well alone. You don't even want to kind of look at it because of the temptation to get in, because you might see it dropping back 50%, saying, now's a good time to get in. Don't do that. But if you feel you must, or you think there's good fundamental news there, like the engine kind of coin news, that was good fundamental news for the S10. So that would have been a good one to look at the retracement levels and get back in again. So that's what I would do, kind of steer, leave well alone, then look at it on the 5-minute or the 15-minute chart, even sometimes the minute chart as well. You go to the minute chart, and a lot of people are never going to advocate this, but you can still do this as well. So this is it on the minute chart for mana. So it kind of crossed over here at 916. That's not a big jump. I'm going way there. 764, it crossed over 86% before it comes back down. And I think it's even less than that actually. That just shows you. So you'd have to come down here and go to the minute chart. So you can still trade on a minute chart or get in on a minute chart, but I would use the 5-minute or 15-minute chart, and that could save you or make you thousands of dollars as well. Let me know what you think about that. If you're watching this on replay, let me know what you think as well. Okay. Dennis van der Hayden, still think LRC will loon. I take it you mean moon. Mark Innocent, hard work, boss. Hope XRP goes up soon, Steve. I'm too impatient. Your logic is sound. Buying the rumour, selling the news seems to be working well right now. With XRP, there might be too much news to digest. And that's the good thing about XRP as well. Because there's so much to digest, it's like you're storing it. It's like you're a wee squirrel and you're storing all that news for the future. And everybody, you're kind of looking around saying, why is everybody not buying it? Why is everybody? And then you start to doubt yourself, thinking, well, why is it not going up if it's all this good news? I must be doing something wrong, or somebody knows something that I don't. It's just people are just ignoring the news. And I think they've still got that mentality whereby XRP, or it's to do with the institutions and the banks. We're not going to get into it because of them, just because of the ethos of kind of Bitcoin. I'm not going to get into it, but it is coming, mass adoption, and it will come for XRP as well, and it's going to explode at some point. There's no way I can tell when it's going to explode. I believe it's going to explode. Gary per mentor, EOS spiked. Mana listed on Upbit, that's why I pumped. No, that was old news. That was old news. That's listed on Upbit. It was listed on Upbit already, I believe. If I'm right in saying that, I'm just going to check something just to make sure. Just bear with me a wee second. I'm sure that's right. It's old news, so it was just a lot of guff. Where is it? Did I see a news story confirming that? Yeah, man has been trading on Upbit since 2018. I believe, if my kind of story is correct as well. QTerm thoughts at the moment. I like QTerm for short term and long term. I appreciate your insight, Steve. I've learned a lot. High points drifted. Brilliant. Good. So that's what's for. If you're thinking about FOMOing in on one of the ones that's kind of just jumped up. So look at the fib retracement tool or go to a much shorter time frame and look at it from that point of view. And Dennis Van der Hayden, I meant Moon, yes. Okay, so we'll have a look at a couple of the charts. LRC. A lot of us are in that just now, or some of us are in it just now. LRC is kind of stable. It's just kind of going along just nicely. Just now at 15, say 1560. We'll look at it on the daily. And here's what I'm thinking it is going to happen for Loopring. It's not happening just yet, but I still believe it's going to happen. But it's just not happening quick enough just now. So it's crossing down over. This is the only thing I don't like. The 70 EMA is crossing down over the 50 EMA for Loopring, or is staying round about that level. But I still think this is going to happen. It's going to double up and go up to round about the 3000 level. But obviously, keep your stop loss. I've been stopped out of this already. Remember when there's a spike down in Bitcoin? Everything else kind of spiked down as well. There was just a strange kind of half hour. And I got stopped out there and I just stayed out and go back in again. So I still think this is going to happen. So I just hope we don't get stopped out again on this. But yeah, I still think Loopring is going to go up. The other one was HC, BTC. I thought that was going to go up by 70%. That's on the daily. It's not as clear cut because I was thinking, okay, there's going to be a cup and handle formation here. But it's kind of following that. It's kind of following that cup and handle formation. Slowly going up, but not as clear cut as likes of OEX was. But OEX didn't just go up by 70%, it kind of went up by a couple 100%, which is brilliant if you're holding it. So I said here, okay, OEX is going to go up as well, and it's going to get this cup and handle, going to go up to here, then come back down, then go up. But it just kept on going and going and going, which was fantastic. And I was stopped out of it beforehand, but a lot of people weren't. So OEX, that would been a good one for the fib retracement as well. Looking at the fib retracement, and I'm going from the bottom up again, going from the crossover. 61%. It's not closed on the daily yet, but yeah, it's bouncing off that 61%. So now again could be a good time to get in to open ANX. Crypto knowledge eyes. My mistake, right? You are, Steve, since October. Yeah, so it was. So that was fake news that kind of went about, but it just shows you. I think that's a good illustration of what I was talking about yesterday. That in these types of manic markets where the altcoins were kind of just shooting up, any piece of good news was seen as really good news for whatever token, and it was just shooting up because people, traders like us, were seeing the news straight away and thinking, I better get in quick before everybody else gets in, and then it starts shooting up, and that's what happened with Mana today. So nobody was looking to check out the news that was coming out, they were just jumping on it straight away, and that's what's happened. And the Revolutionist is in the house. Where can I buy Bitcoin from besides from besides a BTC ATM machine or Coinbase, as Coinbase don't accept my debit card. You can actually go to, if you look, it's not good. Alright, I'm not logged in. You can actually buy it on the likes of Binance as well, and there's loads of companies where you can buy kind of Bitcoin. So just check on the net for the reputable ones, or if you're in a group, check out for a reputable one. But you can buy it on Binance, but you'll cost you a premium, obviously. What's happening with Mana? Yeah, that was crazy. For Mana, you can see a couple of other spikes for Mana as well. And that's a good thing to look for as well when you're looking for what could go next. You're looking for ones that previously spiked as well for the recency effect, so that could be a good one as well. No, Mana, I'm not saying Mana could be a good one, I'm just saying it could be a good thing to look for as well. Seller was going up as well, I was too early. So I said I kind of put out something on TradingView the other day, and I got it wrong, totally wrong. I'll show you. And I kind of told you about it as well, I believe. TradingView.com. And we'll go to user. I've just started kind of putting out stuff on TradingView. Never really used it for that. Oh, I'm wrong there. Simulation, there we go. So I said seller may have found his bottom at 500 Satoshi. So I thought there was kind of bottomed out there. I thought it was going to jump up from here, but it didn't. It kind of went all the way down. This was on a 5-minute chart. It went down and kind of shot up to where did it go? This is because I used the 5-minute. I shouldn't have used the 5-minute. It shot up anyway from about 415. And we'll go to seller just now. So I got the kind of timing wrong for this. I got it totally wrong. And I thought the level was here, 500, but it did go down to all the way down to 433, then shot up 620. So if you got in that, hopefully you set a stop loss. If you didn't, you'd still be quids in if you didn't set the stop loss and just still had it just now. But I got the timing wrong for that, unfortunately. Totally wrong. What else was I going to look at there? Oh yeah, I was just looking at these seller. Ravencoin starting to go back up again as well. Ravencoin might be a good one to kind of show you what I was talking about. RDN BTC, because remember that shot up as well. That's on the hourly and daily. So you can see there's a couple of waves in Ravencoin here. So if we use the Fibonacci, and we'll go to the first wave. So that was the top, this is the bottom. And you can see it's bounced off the 61% level again, around about this level. Bounced off it and kind of shot straight back up. So what we do is we kind of just use another one for the Fibonacci. So we'll use this as the extreme bottom and the extreme high. And it's still going up just now. Bouncing off the 38% and going back up. So Ravencoin looks as if it's wanting to go back up again. So that kind of perfectly illustrates what I was talking about earlier on as well, but you could go down to see what it does in the 15 minutes when it kind of first jumped up. It's difficult because it's such a long kind of term period of time. Jumped up there. No, that's not a good, really a good indication to get in, but because it's such a long period of time since it kind of did jump up, it's more difficult there obviously. So it looks as if it wants to go back up again. Difficulty with that, with Ravencoin, the likes of Ravencoin, is it's just going past its all-time high over and over and over again. So it's difficult. Okay, I'm going to look at some news very quickly. Huobi announces XRP futures launch as Ripple moves millions in crypto. I told you this the other day about Huobi announcing the XRP futures, but it looks as if there's been a lot. Ripple has been, this is from Whale Alert, 33.5 million XRP, which is about $10 million, has been transferred from Ripple to an unknown wallet. And this is from Whale Alert. So Ripple owns more than 50% of the total supply of XRP and regularly sells portions of its holdings over the counter to crypto exchanges and institutional participants. So either that's an over-the-counter trade for $10 million, somebody's buying that OTC, or it's going to an exchange like, it could be like Huobi or something like that. So Huobi, the Singapore-based crypto exchange Huobi, says it will launch XRP futures contracts in its derivatives exchange this coming Friday, which is tomorrow. The exchange, called Huobi DM, already supports Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum and EOS futures. The contracts will be weekly, bi-weekly and quarterly. I like the sounds of the quarterly ones. That's would look quite good, and you can go up to 20x leverage on that, which would be good. So Huobi is ramping up support for XRP across its ecosystem. The company added the digital assets to its over-the-counter trading platform for institutional investors on March the 6th. So this is just more and more good news for XRP. Brave, I've been using Brave for 2 weeks. I'm just transitioning over from Chrome, getting all my passwords and all that kind of set up properly and transitioning over. But I've more or less 90% moved over to Brave just now. So it says here, this is from 7bitcoins.com, Brave can destroy Google's and Facebook's business model. So the business model basically is when you go to the likes of kind of websites, and you go to a website and you can see, if we go to mine, so I've got a personal development website, and just go to stephenhson.co.uk. I've had this for 11 years now, and this is where I make my money as well. So with kind of Google, I make about $3,000 a month on Google. But if we go here and click on one of these, you can see this big space. Oh, it's coming up. This is on Brave, but it's, oh, I've unblocked it, that's why. If we kind of block it. I was going to say what the hell's happening. But if we unblock it, if we blocked it, we won't see any ads here. Normally there's a big ad here. So where the spaces are is normal where the ads are. And this is kind of some of my articles and kind of writers that have kind of written for me on the blog. So this is how I make money and just passive income. So this is kind of my blog. As I said, I've had it for 11 years, makes about $3,000 a month. Passive income, it really is passive income. Just see some of the recent ones. I don't do a lot of writing anymore. I get 9 amazing health benefits of CBD oil. So you can see where the ads should be, and just blank spaces here as well. So Brave kind of stops all that. It stops all the kind of ads coming up, which is really good. It stops it from Facebook. It stops on kind of all the websites and that as well. So it's trying to disrupt this market. But what you can do, Brave are now saying, if you want to get paid from us, you can get paid in BAT tokens just for viewing the ads. So if you were to go to my site and you'd kind of allowed it and you said, okay, I want to see the ads, and you can see the ads here, then you can get paid in BAT tokens as well. So that's what Brave are looking to do. So they're giving you the options, they're giving you more control and more privacy options as well. So that can only be a good thing, and more people are downloading the Brave browser. There's a link down below if you want to kind of download it as well. You can help support the channel that way as well. So Brave definitely looking to take over, and I see more and more people using it now as well. This is from thenextweb.com. Thanks to Rob for providing news stories. Some of the news stories this morning as well. New EU regulations put an end to buying Bitcoin anonymously. So this is kind of saying, this is the EU are kind of bringing out regulations that there has to be a KYC process in place for all the exchanges. And it says local Bitcoins was one of the last ones to buy Bitcoin anonymously. But there's loads of ways to buy Bitcoin anonymously. It's not putting an end to kind of buying kind of cryptos anonymously if you want to do that. But this is new EU regulations are coming out just now, so just be aware of that. So this is to satisfy the European Union's 5th Anti-Money Laundering Directive. So it's the 5 AMLD that's coming out as well. But how they're going to police that, I have not a clue. I don't think that's anything too much to worry about. This was a couple of other news stories, but we've not really got time. New iPhone controlled crypto vault promises bank-grade security. So there's no specific, well, there is a specific company, but it's not got a coin. It's about Trustology that's come from. Most crypto exchanges still don't have clear KYC policies. As a report, 62% of crypto exchanges don't have KYC policies in place, which is quite shocking, to be honest. What was the other news? Update, Samsung Galaxy S10 wallet only for Canada, Korea and USA. So this is an update on that. I'll post these news stories as well. Formula 1 enters partnership to launch Ethereum-based blockchain game, which is quite cool. And you can see the ads have been blocked here. This is on the Brave browser. See where the big spaces are? That's where ads would normally be. And I think that's it just now. So I'm not going to go into depth on the news on that. Right, so we'll just have a look what's happening in the markets just now. Stellar is still going up. Stellar network. I have to look at it on the hourly. Yeah, just a shame. I was just at the wrong. It was just wrong timing. I said 500 was the bottom, but it wasn't. So we could have had a good 15-20% on that. S&M is going up just now. We're starting to see a rise. So just have a look. S&M BTC. Yeah, that's on the hourly. It's crossed over. On daily, kind of crossed over there on the daily. 38% from that. EBX is starting to go back up again. Bounced up to 61% level. What could you have had if you kind of caught it round about the bottom? Another 20% at the bottom. So yeah, EBX could be a good time to buy. WTC doing well. Walton Chain, that could do really well actually, because that's coming off its bottom as well. So that could go up a lot. Walton Chain. Red Pulse. So there's a few, I identified a lot, I think there's about 24 coins. I identified they're coming off the bottom or within 50% of the bottom. And by that I mean their all-time low. So for this, for example, for DOC, the all-time low was 207. 50% of that's 100. Add on to that, so it would be 300. So I identified 24 tokens on Binance that are within 50% of their all-time low. So you can see here, Walton Chain was one of them actually. So what was Walton Chain? 26,000. 10% of that is 2,600. 3 times that is about 7,500. 8,000. 8,000 on that is 34,000. So that was that was within 30% of it, and it jumped up from there as well. So Walton Chain was on that list as well. So I think that is going to happen as well. We're going to start to see jumps for coins that are within a certain amount of their all-time lows, if they're good projects, obviously. This was another couple. DigixDale as well is within 30-50%. So most of them were 30%, within 30% of their all-time lows. So there's a few there. Okay, we'll just go back to chat, and because this is my last day for about 4 days. I'll just see what's happening. Gary Parmenter, you can buy crypto with Visa and MasterCard on KuCoin now. Excellent. I didn't know you could do it on KuCoin. I know you can do it on Binance. Look at openmarketcap.com. Say Nick Smith. Yeah, thanks man, I will use Binance. Yeah, Binance is good, but you're going to pay the premium for it. Rob UK, one of our Brown admins, he kind of posted something a couple of weeks ago that kind of showed you the difference between Coinbase prices, Binance prices, and I think Binance was really quite high. But if you're looking to get in, it's going to be for the long term anyway. If you want to buy one Bitcoin at if it's 4,000, you buy it for $4,150. It's not going to make that much difference in 10 years' time when Bitcoin's worth $100,000. Just like VT chart, just have a wee look. VET BTC. So if you want me to have a look at any charts, we can have a wee look. So VET, the bottom was in for VT at 104, which is good. So again, that's another one that's within 50% of its all-time low, and it could jump up quite high as well. Looking good on the daily, kind of crossed over. We're looking for the next big kind of resistance level, 174. It's not quite got to that yet, but it looks as if it wants to kind of fulfill that. And again, that large cup and handle kind of coming. So it looks as if it wants to go 100% VET. So yeah, looking good. Like the kind of model for the business as well. And HIP BTC can do credit cards and debit cards, which is good. Stephen King, you can buy Bitcoin with Wirex. Yeah, you can do that using your debit card. That's right, you can use it with your debit card. I don't know why I didn't kind of say that, because I've got a Wirex card as well. Revolutionist, thanks. I hold 90% Cardano and 2% Traxia. Traxia, I've heard of that before, but I've never... TMT, 2 million market cap, like that already. Circulating supply, so you've got 49% of the total supply in circulation. High price of 772 Satoshi, now 118, so 7 times off it. I didn't tell you what it does. So one to look at, I think. I'll just stick that in just for looking at it. First round microcaps done. We'll check that out later. So thanks for that, Revolutionist. Stephen King, can you remind me of how you get all your Binance coins on a list on TradingView so I can easily flick through them? So if we go on to TradingView, you click on this button here and create a new list, and you start adding your coins in a new list. So you could do CYT-Crypto, save, and then you start adding coins, so BNB, and that's it. And then when you look at this list again, you can see CYT-Crypto, and that's the list. That's how you do it. And we will let's see if we can let me delete that list. Go to Binance and go to delete. Yes. Okay, so that's how you do it. Hope that helps. Full of information here. Every day is a school day. Hope that helps, Stephen. Yeah. Feather Beats, me XRP. Greetings to you. Gino Dow, you'll be able to sell TRX to USDT on Tronscan exchange soon. Excellent. Natasha is in the house. Gary Pimenton, news that OneChain achieved EOS Ethereum interoperability, helped boost EOS yesterday. Surprisingly, Ethereum has not received the same boost yet. It's coming. It's coming. Tim Moores, what's your opinion of Digitex futures at the moment? I'm holding out for Digitex futures. I believe you can get that on Binance now. Yeah, you can on TradingView. So I'm holding out just now. Obviously, I've been in and out of Digitex futures. We've traded them and done well off them as well at the beginning. And they're now up to 2,000, near their all-time high, or close all-time high. But I think potentially this could go another 10x. Depends on what the exchange is like, and even if they get a few percentage points of BitMEX, then it could 10x, 100x. It could just go to the moon, literally, from here, and just go to a top 10 coin. To be honest, where is it just now? I think it's in 58 just now. Hope make a top 10. Well, not top 10. We could top 20. But Digitex, I think it's about 50 odds just now. 80. This went down a wee bit. So it's went to rank 80. So definitely going to top 20 if it can only capture a couple of percentage points from the BitMEX market, which is ridiculous. And just go to, I don't think they're reporting on it. $1 billion per day. derivatives market, not actually spot trading. As a result, it's been excluded from the price and volume averages of Bitcoin, but still showing the trading volume. So it's 1 billion. Mental per day. Per day. So if you get 10% of that, 100 million per day. Lots and lots of money. So that could kind of go up big time. But I'm kind of holding back just now, if I'm being honest. And I'll probably regret that. But let's see what happens. Mervyn Skidmore, CYT Steve is on the move, but we'll be back and try to prove that BTC is going right by telling you that Pundi's shite. I don't know what that means, Mervyn. You need to explain that. XRP, can you take a look at Aeon? And this is one I kind of recommended the other day, put in the premium group, and said this is going to go up. And kind of broke out the triangle here, and I said it was going to go up to about 5,168. Still think that's going to happen, and it's starting to move already up to that direction. So it could break up and go up to around about the 5,000 level. Yeah, so it looks a good one. And again, it's one of those ones that's coming up as bottom as well. So this could really fly as well. But you might have to hold it for a bit. So when it came out 7th of March, so that's been, what, 3 weeks. And you could have made 32% for 3 weeks. It's not bad at all. But I still think there's a lot more to go for Aeon. I think Pundi is going to have a pump after being on CNBC News. Pundi, that's 16 just now. 1-to-1 for sell and buy ratio. So we've been talking about Pundi for so long, so long, and it's just kind of not really done anything that much. This BT is a bit toned down. 2019. That's a 2-to-1 ratio for sales to buy. Dent moving up a wee bit. 1-to-1 ratio. So I think Dent is at the bottom, but said I had 22, 23, it come down to 21. This is the low Satoshi value coins. Hot. I've seen that jumping up to 30, but that's come back down again. We've got a 5-to-1 ratio. Encash moving up. And Time Eubank, I've seen that kind of moved up as well. That was under 100 Satoshi, and it went up to 157 from about 84, so nearly it was about 85% jump up. So these low Satoshi value coins are going to start kind of bouncing soon, I think. A poem, Steve, not had my med yet, so right. Wondered what you're talking about there. Right. Stephen King, thought you could do all automatic in one go. You can do it in one go, sorry, you can. But you need to get a list of all the coins that you want in there. So you can do it with the likes of Binance if you want Binance. So you just type in Google, a list of Binance tokens for TradingView. So you can get off GitHub. GitHub has got it. Where is it? TradingView watch list import files for crypto exchanges. So there's a link there. So you just type into Google. Google is tells you everything. I've learned everything of Google. TradingView. So you can click on. They've got one for Binance, which has been updated as well. So it's just a text file like that, and you can import it. So you can go to there, click on import watch list after you've downloaded it from the website at GitHub. So I've got 161 coins there. You've got Bittrex as well now, which is cool. And I've done it with Bittrex. I think that's it. I thought they had one for a couple of other ones, and they will have somewhere else. So it's just a text file. Basically, that's how you do it. Hope that helps, Stephen. Rob UK is in the house. Welcome to you, one of our brown admins. Good to see you here, buddy. G-Slick, LOL, mine 4 FX coins out of 21 million FX. You're kidding, is that all? TMT Traxia will be the first platform on top of Cardano. Traxia is aiming at $45 trillion finance sector. Oh, did you mention that the other day? Similar to Ripple, but funded by individual investors like me and you. Okay, so I've got it on my list now, which is, so I'll definitely check that out. Steve, I'm late to the show. Did you want people about Tron? So yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't show that. So Rob had kind of posted something about Tron. We'll go into premium. I'll just show it there. No, I'll go into the free group because you posted it there as well. And just go to Tron. No, you donkey. Go into there, go into search, and we go to Tron. So I'm going to try and get the news story that Rob posted. Be aware of Tron. Here it is here. And this is from longhash.com. So 40 million TRX transferred to Binance, slashing TRX price. So last Friday we first reported that TR.wallet transferred 683 million TRX from its wallet address to 10 new addresses. Then over the weekend, TR.wallet made further moves to transfer a large amount of TRX into Binance Exchange. It's what appears to be cashing out. So using Longhash's blockchain monitoring system, we found one of the newly created addresses made two large withdrawals at 1522 and 1722 on March the 23rd. So this is about Tron dumping coins. I don't know if it's kind of verified or not. This is just a news story. Tron dumping coins into Binance ready for selling. The last time this kind of happened went down 4% or something like that. So this was Rob kind of posting this in the group, the free group and the premium group as well. So thank you very much for that, Rob, for reminding me as well. Didn't kind of tell people about that, but I have now done my duty. Anyone else think that if Pundit does pump, it will go stupid high? Yeah, you could get 100, 150, 200% on that. Definitely up with Pundit. It's just waiting on it. It's just like watching paint dry. It's a nightmare. Natasha, hi all, new here. Great content. A bit off topic. Which one is or will be the best true DEX in your opinion? Oh, I don't think there's just going to be one. Binance is obviously in the running for that. You've got Nex coming out just now, or Nash coming out just now, and you can get a link to sign up for that as well. I think we'll be doing that over the next couple of days, next week or so. And that could be a good one as well. What is Bab doing these days? I don't know if Bab is on TradingView as well. Can I get Bab? Yeah, you can. Excellent. So, this is 4 cents. No, that can't be right. It's a different one altogether. No, that's different altogether. So you can get it on TradingView just now, but you can get it on. Oh, what's the name of the charts? Oh, I can't remember. God, I've forgotten that. Charts. That's went right out of my head. CoinTrader Pro. CoinTrader Pro. Coin Signals, that was it. Donkey. Right. Bab. Yeesh. Not good. Still 5 Satoshi. So it's in its all-time low. I've not really been keeping in touch with what Bab has been doing, to be honest. Because I've kind of lost faith in Bab altogether. But it doesn't look good here, to be honest. But I genuinely mean it and hope they get the license and it just kind of shoots up from here as well. So yeah, it's not looking good at the moment for Bab. Well, with regards to TA. G-Slick, I think Pundit will go high after NPXS conversion to FX. Coin less supply, only 21 million. Rob UK, haha, thanks. HXRP, thank you, Steve. I need to go. Hopefully I can sign up later on today. Excellent. Excellent, that'll be good. Okay, I think that's it for just now, unless you've got any questions. Because this is going to be the last day for a couple of days, if you want to ask any questions, just ask away, even if it's personal, about kind of trading or whatever. Just anything about kind of trading, and we'll just have a look at what's happening. What's happening? Right. One coin I was looking at, this was, you've probably seen that at the beginning. I was looking at the bounce for Monetha. I think Monetha can do well. I was into them at the very, very beginning, then I sold all my coins because it just it took ages and ages and ages. But Monetha I did get an ICO. That was one of the ICO ones, but I did kind of cash out, go back in, cashed out again. Did well for a while, but I'm just looking on a weekly. See what it has been. 4,000, so 10 times from where it is just now. And the price at the moment is 2 cents. So it's a lot higher than that. So I'm just going to look at beneath it. And I was looking at it today thinking, well, it's still only got a market capitalization of 7 million. And this is in the same space as the likes of MCO as well. So where was it? Did get up to about 122 million market cap, which is about 20 times where it is just now, and 4,500 Satoshi, and just now, and it's 562 at the moment. So I think Moneta could do well. They're bringing out stuff as well. So I was looking at them. That's why I was looking at them, and I like the market cap as well, almost 7 million. So that could be a good potential one for the future, but it was a lot higher before. In fact, it was at 6,800 Satoshi at one point. Went all the way down. December 2017, went all the way up. And this is kind of when I started selling it around about here. So yeah, that's why I was looking at kind of Moneta as well. And just MTH, BTC, I was looking... No, it's MTH. Yeah, I was looking at the Fibonacci retracement level. It kind of came back all the way. Look on the 4 on the hourly. And we'll do the Fibonacci retracement on the crossover. And you can see it came back right to the 88.6% level, or 78.6. So I thought Moneta could bounce up from here. That could have been a good one. LRC, I want to look at LRC as well. Just want to see what's going on with that. And we just do BTC. That's Bitfinex. LRC, BTC. Loopring. Ah, damn it. 1546. So we're going to have a wee bit of patience with this one. Right. I was convinced this was going to jump up. I'm still thinking this is going to jump up and go up, but for a few reasons. It's near its all-time low for this vacuum that was kind of came out when it kind of jumped up to 3,000, and just for the potential of it in the future as well. Obviously, there's lots of things going for it. But it's down to 1547, so we're going to have a bit of patience with that one. I think, or I'm going to have a bit of patience, and anybody else who's in it as well. But yeah, just looking at that. Okay, we'll just jump back, see if there's anything else in. Thank you, Steve. Need to go. What coin will make me rich this week? What coin? Oh, goodness knows. If I knew that, I wouldn't be here. I probably still would be here actually if I was screamingly rich. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you have a brilliant weekend. Remember, I'm not here tomorrow, but hopefully you have a brilliant weekend. I will be in the kind of premium group on and off, and in the free group as well, kind of on and off as well. But I'm moving obviously tomorrow. I'll be going away for the weekend as well. So there's lots of things going on, and I should fingers crossed be back on Monday if we're in the new flat. So it'll be new surroundings on Monday. But we'll probably be moved in by then. Even though we're going away for the weekend, we'll come back Sunday night and we'll get everything sorted. And we'll be all sorted, hopefully. So that's it for just now. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Have a brilliant weekend. And if you can join us in the premium group, that would be fantastic as well. There's a link down below. And you can get brilliant calls and kind of more charting options that I've shown you as well. And just brilliant chat with some brilliant people in there as well. Okay, until next time. Namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.